Good morning everybody, and this is your DAX setups for today. So just a quick recap on the 15-minute just to highlight something. We had a measured move target up here of 16,652, and we're waiting for a retest of structure, and beautiful retest of structure here. Quite a few pin bars. We did drop a little bit below it, but your entry would have been up there. So just above this tweezer bottom here, so you would have had an entry right about there at 16,570 area. So 16,570, and you would have to stop just below this structure here because you had a gap here. Second entry would have been on the gap there, and you can see we had a beautiful little almost pin bar engulfing bar on that level, straight up to the measured move and beyond with an exhaustion bar and then down. So anyway, this shows you how that panned out. I'm going to get rid of the noise and we'll have a look at the structure for today. So let's just have a look at the macro view here. Strong move up, all-time high, and I think the key level to put in is the previous all-time high, which is there, and I'm just going to put the close in as well. So that's the zone which I would suspect would offer support. This move is very strong to the upside, and you can see every time we pull back on structure, we get going again. We are overbought, which is something you need to pay attention to, but at the moment it is onwards and upwards. It's up until it's not. Now don't forget to smash that like button. And 3 hour doesn't give us any change, but there is some structure here on the 3 hour, and we'll just pick that up on the 1 hour. It'll probably be far easier to see. And there it is there. So that was the first swing high of yesterday, and then there's another bit of structure right over there. Okay, so for me, we are either looking, I just want to get the 15-minute. I think there may be a few gaps below us. We've kind of closing that one, and there's another little one there. So we can just put that level in as well. It's going to impact us. Right. So we are looking for either 16,613. I suspect 1,600 is the one that's going to be defended. And if I'm not mistaken, that'll be there. So let me just use a level. Yeah, 16,600 is there. So I'm going to leave that one in and just add another one here. So this zone is what I'd be looking at 1,600. If we can defend 1,600, because that's kind of the previous all-time high, if we can defend that and start moving to the upside, then there is a very strong possibility that you will get another long in here. If we get below this, then we're probably just going to drift down onto one of these multiple levels I've put in, and I'll give them to you now, until we find a base and then another attempt at getting through 1,600. So 1,600 is going to be the line in the sand for now. If we can build a base above it and defend it today, and probably I think for the week today and tomorrow, then you are going to have a fairly decent opportunity of this continuing. Okay, so that's kind of the view that I've got. Remember one thing: we have had multiple attempts at breaking higher. So there's been 3 attempts here. This is now the 4th attempt of actually breaking higher over the previous all-time high, which is round here at 16,330. So if you look at these 3 attempts here, you can see how they failed, and look at the price action generally. So that was a megaphone formation. Now at the moment, at a big fall off, and then just came back in from the bottom here, and we are breaking the previous high here. So this is a solid move up. I wouldn't try and short this at all, and all I'm looking for is opportunities to buy into this and get moving back to the high. So the first target is now going to be this tail up here. So this is the actual high. So that would be your first target. So now that we're above the structure to the left and there's no other structure, now it becomes a fairly interesting method of trading, because you're looking for previous highs and then these tails here, it's like that tail will come into play, that tail will come into play, because that is now the only structure that you have. So even though there's no fractals there, you're definitely going to see those areas as being targeted. Okay, anyway, that's kind of me at the moment. You're looking at, sorry, I haven't given you all the levels. So it's 16,613, it's 16,600, then 16,585, a little bit lower, and then a little bit lower down. That just needs to come onto the structure here, and that would be around 16,561. If we start getting to this area, then we're starting to form a range, and I'd be a little bit skeptical. And then 16,543. So those are the levels to the downside. So European session was strong, US session was weak. So I don't think, we're probably going to drift a little bit lower, but sorry, I don't think we're going to break down to these levels. I think this zone here will more than likely hold us up. That's at 1600. Okay, anyway, that's it for me. Hope it helps, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow morning. Cheers for now.